Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we're going to be pushing Wendy to 3,000 trophies, prestige 3. This will be my first prestige 3, believe it or not. I haven't really taken to the grind too well. And yeah, there's going to be a mixture of games in here. There's some sweaty ones, some really bad ones because of matchmaking. So some of the games might be really quick, but I'm going to be going through basically how strong I think Wendy's going to be, her best build, and her counters, etc. So first and foremost, I mean, I don't want to wait around too much, but Wendy is very strong. This is a very fast game, so let's jump into the next one. So as I was saying about Wendy, I think that she is pretty much the best brawler that, well, she's got to be near enough for the top 10 brawlers of all time, honestly. The only brawler that in the past 2 years I think is anywhere near her levels, like Damien upon release, and he's only, I don't know, like, people say Damien's better, mainly because like he's assassin tank, whatever you want to call it, and he was just very brain dead. But Wendy is extremely brain dead as well. Like, it's just all about this super. So if you're wondering why she's so strong, let's go through the build first and foremost. So the build that I'm using is, so I'm using a slower superstar power. This is because it actually counters other Wendy's, funny enough, and it's really good against some of Wendy's biggest counters. Some of Wendy's biggest counters, of course, going to be brawlers like Ash or a few other tanks like that. You know, Nori's actually been pretty decent as well. Star Nova in her slash form can be pretty annoying to deal with, but for the most part, because in order to counter Wendy, you need a lot of damage yourself. So I'm just going to walk this one in because there's no way, there's nothing that Nori can even do. But just look at what I'm doing to these guys. I'm just charging through my supers and running at them. All right, guys, jumping into the next game. So a few things that I wanted to talk about with Wendy. Her counters, first and foremost. Her counters, from what I've been noticing, like Griff with hype charge seems to be a pretty good counter to me. High damage stuff. Nori, if Nori can get close to me, it's pretty hard to deal with sometimes. But even then, I've not had the biggest struggles in the world. So how to play Wendy realistically is that you don't actually want to shoot your teammates too much, except for like at the start of a Brawl round. That's probably the only way that you want to shoot your teammates, to give them a bit of shield. But most of the time you just want to build up your super, because super is where all your power is with Wendy. It is so broken. If you guys didn't know what it is, it deflects 75% of its damage to the turret. So that just reminds me of like Prime Larry and Laurie. It is absolutely insane. And you've even got like a jump gadget with Wendy, which is just absolutely hilarious. Like, look at this. Like, this is 3 pro ranks on their enemy team, and we're just running through them so easily. So we've got instant matchmaking. That's more like it here. I've been pushing for like 9 hours, it seems. Again, I normally stop at about prestige 2 because I tend to know the power of the brawler, but I thought because it's so hot today, I thought I may as well just stay in and grind. Okay, this beat looks a little sus. They are moving quite funky, but as I was saying, like Wendy, you just want to push up. You want to build up that super. It's so easy to connect shots with Wendy because of how big the attack is. And you can actually use her super in one of 2 ways. So you can either use it aggressively for the slow. I'm just actually going to wait and heal here because all my teammates are pretty weak here. But yeah, often you can just do this. You can slow them. I'm going to actually jump away there because that B shot would have been quite dangerous. And there we go. Nice cleanup from the Rico. So obviously, as well, when you're pushing Wendy, it's quite clear that she lacks damage, but she can still win a lot of 1 versus 1 interactions just purely because she's going to be out shielding the opposition. Like a lot of brawlers, they just won't be able to put out the damage. They won't have the reload. They won't have the damage to keep up with Wendy's constant shielding. So there's another game that we managed to win so quickly. Let's hop into another. All right, guys, jumping into the 5th game then. So I think I'm like, from the point of recording, 10 games away from. So I'm about halfway after this win. But a lot of the games have been like 1 minute long because it is a ladder at the end of the day. And the games are going to be extremely fast. So I've actually had a lot of people, I think, throughout the push, like throwing. And what they've been doing is trying to throw for like other YouTubers at the top. I don't know why they do these things, but yeah, for whatever reason. I'm just going to hold off here because there is a B-beam. They do have knockback, but yeah, what I've been noticing a lot of the time, like I can't actually explain. Okay, my iPad is overheating like crazy, but yeah, I can't actually begin to explain just how broken this brawler is, by the way. Like, it is crazy. There's been so many interactions where like me and another Wendy are just shooting at each other non-stop, and we just can't kill each other, which is just absolutely hilarious. It's broken that you have a 4K shield, which is just absolutely hilarious. You've also got a jump gadget, which you can use offensively, defensively. You've also just got the easiest to hit main attack, which again, like any brawler below 4K, you can just jump on them and just delete them instantly. Another quick game. Let's hop into another. All right, guys, into the next game then. So we're actually up against a good Wendy player, it seems here. So let's lock in. using RT and Griff. Yeah, Griff is a great counter to it. So normally what I'll do is tap onto teammates a few times at the beginning. See this Wendy's getting quite aggressive here and getting some good supercharge against us. We've got to be a little bit careful. So again, opportunities against this Wendy. Got to make sure that, funny enough, Wendy doesn't get the ball, because considering you'd think she's one of the squishiest brawlers in the game, like she's just so tanky, which is just insane to me. I don't know why they made it so she gets so much shield at the beginning. I think that's one thing they should instantly nerf about this brawler, by the way. There's just no chance that she should spawn with a 4k shield. It should probably decay as well. Her super recharge rate is absolutely just bonkers, if you've probably seen. Like, it takes 5 shots, but you also forget about the fact that she's got a trait on, which when she's got shield, that she's going to gain a lot of supercharge. And this shield also, like, you got to remember that if you reflect in damage, your shield's going to stay on for longer. That just means even more supercharge, because your shield's going to stay on for even longer. It is a very annoying mechanic to face off against. So yeah, I mean, synergies with a Wendy that we've got to talk about. I used Ash, which is pretty good. I've seen a Star Nova, which is pretty good. Basically, you want like one kind of aggressive brawler and one damage dealer, because then you're pairing well with a Wendy and then you are covering Wendy's weaknesses. So I'm going to throw this for my teammates. Lumi's seemingly a pretty good one. Any brawlers with a bit of Pierce, the best way to counter a Wendy is, of course, get on top of her, but mainly destroying her turret. So again, these Pierce brawlers are going to be pretty good to not only hit Wendy, but also hit the turret. So I'm just going to dash in there because, I mean, the Griff is extremely, extremely weak. And they're unfortunately going to clear that away. But I think I didn't want to really force that, but this is a little bit awkward. I mean, RT, like, an RT super might be the only way that you defend yourself against a brawler like Wendy. Okay, RT's going to go down. Griff hypercharge is not fun, but maybe me and Rico can get the pinch. Okay, I'm actually going to throw this super here to slows. And also, like, I'm using this slow because I can, like, throw it and auto-aim like crazy. It is quite hilarious. It's nothing that this Wendy can do because our Rico has just absolutely melted them. Love to see it. And now we've got Lumi hypercharge as well. This should be okay. Again, like, this Griff hyper is the only thing that has really been causing me any problems. That's just because of how broken it can be chaining, especially like you can fire it at the turret. And oh, you saw right there, like, it's quite clear that the biggest weakness to Wendy is definitely, like, she's not defensive at all. She's very good at supporting, but if a brawler gets in the right position, there's no way for her to defend herself. But that's their only weakness. All right, guys, we've got about 4 or 3 games left here. Let's truly lock in so we don't have to waste any more time with this P3 push. So again, tanks are going to be a little bit annoying for me, but honestly, a lot of tanks do lack the damage. I'll be interested. Okay, I should have threw that a lot higher up, but you can see here, like, these guys just don't have any capability. Like, bro, I bet when people first saw Wendy, they did not think she'd be able to be capable of these sorts of plays. Like, I've scored so many, like, good trick shot goals. Like, I'm going aggressive with Wendy. Like, I know how much I can survive. Like, I'm just running into these guys and they can't do a damn thing. All right, guys, now we are 3 games away from the Prestige 3 and up against 2 tanks. So again, gotta be a little bit careful in case like a BB gets close to this ball or whatever else. But you can see I can just run into these guys and there's nothing much that these guys can do. Again, like, in this position, quite clearly I wanted to be just healing up the Rico, well, shielding up the Rico. Like, it's kind of crazy as well just how much you can stack a lot of these shields. Okay, I don't know how we didn't manage to score that. That is a little bit unfortunate, but I should just be able to dash onto this. Oh no, please, I'm 1 shot away from super. I'm actually just going to use it here, even though BB can swipe through my shield and hit me at the same time. So a little bit risky, but it kept me alive, so I can't really complain. Okay, Buzz hypercharge already in like 2 seconds. This is not good, and there's surely... Oh, that was so close. Bro, we fed him... we fed him at hypercharge so quick there. All right, now I think we're getting a bit too ahead of ourselves here because we had so many fast games here. I could just jump away and I should be able to avoid a lot of that damage. Okay, Pierce got such incredible value again. I'm just going to heal up. No point really shielding up my teammates right now. Just want to make sure that this Buzz isn't getting in a good position to score. Okay, he misses that. I can just pass this over to my teammates. And there we have it. So yeah, again, like, my star power is going to be really good. The other star power is decent, like 2k extra health is definitely not a bad star power. I thought that would be the better one overall, but again, like, playing Brawl, I think it's mainly Brawl specifically, I can use this star power really aggressively and help me defend myself and allow enough time, because they're slowed, for my teammates to help me. So 2 games away here. let's jump into it. All right, guys, jumping into second to last game here. Wendy, BB, and Nori is actually going to be really annoying to face off against here. So again, got to focus up. Don't want to be tilting anymore. Good thing is about even pushing at this level, don't think there's actually that much you tilt, to be honest. So Nori's going to get pretty weak here, unfortunately. I didn't want to... Oh, that was so close. I didn't want to actually shoot my teammate there. Again, you got to be careful sometimes. Kind of just reminds me like a Byron, where sometimes you actually just want to try and... Oh, bro, how's Wendy hit me twice there? That is annoying. Okay. BB Hypercharge is probably not much that a Rico can realistically do here. Okay, bro. This is it. Like I said, this is a good counter comp to Wendy. What I should have probably done in that first interaction is probably just got the ball and pushed up and just left my teammates there. Because as long as I've got ball control, that's all that really matters here. So, again, got to be a little bit careful. I'm going to just jump away and use this super so it can help defend myself against this BB. There we go. You can see just the power of this star power here. So, again, just going to keep healing up Zimon. Sweezy might be able to score this. Pass across to Zimon. So close here. Okay, I kind of had to go for that. And I feel like we might actually lose now. But it might be good to show a loss potentially here. Maybe my teammates can defend this. Okay, just about. I think the slow star power literally saved me again there. That is great. So let's keep pushing up. I'm just going to use this here to get the slow. That's going to help a little bit against this Nori looking to make a play. I'm just going to jump here to make sure I block the path from the Wendy. Again, just want to make sure I'm pushing the ball forward. Okay, we should be able to kill the Nori. Okay, maybe not. I think I've got enough there. Oh, the pass across was just a little bit wonky. Maybe Zimon can get the kill. Oh, it's going to be a tough game to win. It's going to be a tough game. Maybe Sweezy's got this. Is he the go? No, okay. He's going to get taken down by that BB. Maybe Lumi can... Stun. Okay, I'm just going to get the ball out. I know I might actually die here. I didn't get the super out in time. This is going to be incredibly close. I don't think we have enough damage to defend this. Let's throw out my super for a bit of slow. Oh, we just about defended it. We're just about defended it. Right, 15 seconds left. Nori's here. Got to try and make something happen here. Okay. That is just not enough time. All right, guys. Now we are just one game away from Prestige 3 Wendy. It took us about 20 minutes to untilt there. And unfortunately, the circus has continued, it looks like, because these guys are just not playing for whatever reason. I don't know why. I think this must just happen with new Brawler releases. I don't even know. I don't even really play ladder at the moment. But yeah, a little bit anticlimactic. We've got some good games in there. So Prestige 3 Wendy. We do get it. Again, a little bit unfortunate, but this brawler just has to be one of the best brawlers of all time. I just can't even speak about how broken this brawler is. It's absolutely insane, honestly. Like, you just cannot die. It's literally Larry and Laurie. If you remember the star power with Larry and Laurie, it's literally that all over again. So actually, my first Prestige 3 brawler, it's taken me about, well, I've been up since 9. I've had dinner and other things. So the Go Green is the mastery title. Of course, I had to pick one of the worst mastery titles possible, right? But hey, Prestige 3 Wendy, will learn everything about her. Let me know whether you want me to do a brawler guide on Wendy so you guys know how best to play her. But yeah, absolutely dumb broken brawler, and she's easily the best brawler in the game right now in her own tier. So that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.